Hi everyone, today we are going to start our first lesson, and in our today's lesson we are going to focus on grammar aspects, which is past simple and past continuous, and also reading. So hammaga salom. Bugun siz bilan biz 4-darsimizni boshlaymiz va bugungi darsda biz past simple va past continuous haqida gaplashamiz. Shu bilan birgalikda readingga ham urg'u beramiz. Demak, tayyor bo'lsangiz, biz boshladik. If you remember, in our first lesson we learned with you past simple. Agar esingizda bo'lsa, biz siz bilan birgalikda birinchi darsimizda past simple zamonini yodladik. Lekin ingliz tili bu juda ham qiziqarli til va bu tilda o'tgan zamonni tasvirlab berish uchun bizda faqat bitta zamon emas, garchi 3 ta 4 ta zamon ham bor va har bitta zamon o'z holatida ishlatilishi shart. So, what is the formula of past simple? Please, can you tell me without looking at the board? Yes, of course. The formula of past simple is subject plus verb, second column, or ed plus object. Negative is what? Of course, subject plus did not or didn't plus verb. And the question form is did plus subject plus verb. For example, I learned past simple at school. I didn't learn past simple at school. And did you learn past simple at school? Very easy example. Please, can you make your sentence as well? Juda ham oson misol keltirdim. Endi siz ham past simple ga shunga o'xshagan misol keltiring. Positive, negative, and question, of course. Alright, good job. So now we move to past continuous. This is very interesting topic. And whenever I teach this topic, I get very much enthusiastic about it because this is one of my favorite topics. Bu mavzuni o'tganimda men ham, o'zimning studentlarim ham bu mavzu bilan zavq olishadi. So what is the formula of past continuous? Past continuous is similar to present continuous. The formula of present continuous, subject plus to be plus verb ing. So this to be plus verb ing shows and tells us that this is present past continuous na formulasi juda ham present continuous ga o'xshaydi. Chunki of course ikkalasi ham continuous bo'lgani uchun. Past continuous na formulasi bu subject plus was were plus verb ing. So we already learned with you was were. Was we use with I, he, she, it. And were we use with you, we, and they. Yes? Yes. So we have here subject plus was were plus verb ing. This is the positive sentence structure. Negative sentence structure is subject plus was not or were not, which is wasn't or weren't, plus verb ing. Do not forget to use verb ing. Verb ing ni esimizdan chiqmasin ishlatishga. Agar ishlatmasak bu katta xato bo'ladi. And the question form is was were plus subject plus verb ing. So this is all about the structure or the formulas of past continuous. Now let's talk about the usage and the difference between past continuous and past simple. Hozir biz siz bilan past continuous va past simple formulasi haqida gaplashdik. Endi biz siz bilan past simple va past continuous ni farqi nimada ajratib olamiz. Chunki sizda savol turishi mumkin, agar bizda past simple bo'lsa, masalan, I went to school or I swam in the swimming pool or I sang a wonderful song. Agar bizda past simple bo'lsa, nimaga bizga past continuous zamoni kerak? Va hozir shu savolingizga javob berishga harakat qilamiz. So, let's talk about the usage and the differences. Difference is a noun from the adjective different. It is adjective which means har xil, and difference, this is a noun yoki ot va u farq degani. Past simple we use for completed or finished actions. For example, he went to mountains last weekend. U toqqa o'tgan haftani oxirida bordi va bu harakat ko'rsatadi u toqqa borib keldi va bu harakat allaqachon tugadi. Or for example, in my childhood I didn't have phone. Menda yoshligimda telefon yo'q edi. Bu tugagan harakatmi? Albatta bu tugagan harakat. Chunki men yosh odam emasman. I hope it's clear. So we use past simple for completed, okay? Completed, finished actions. Or the question, for example, did you see her yesterday? Siz uni ko'rdingizmi kecha? Kecha tugagan harakat, o'shaning uchun biz ishlatamiz past simple. Endi past continuous haqida gaplashamiz. Now let's talk about past continuous. Past continuous we use for action which was happening at specific time in the past. What does it mean? So action, which means harakat, o'tgan zamonda aniq vaqti yoki 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever time bajarilayotgan edi. For example, yesterday at 5 o'clock I was cooking. Masalan, kecha soat 5 da. Bu aniq vaqtmi? Albatta bu aniq vaqt. O'shaning uchun biz past simple emas, past continuous ni ishlatamiz. So past continuous biz ishlatamiz qachonki bizda aniq vaqt bo'lsa. Yoki masalan I wasn't feeling well that day. O'sha kuni men o'zimni yaxshi his qilmagan edim. Tom wore black suit to school. But yesterday he was wearing his Sunday best because it was his sister's wedding party. Tom qora kostyum kiyar edi. Lekin kecha u o'zining eng zo'r kostyumini kiydi. Chunki kecha uning opasining to'yi bo'lgan edi. So Sunday best. Sunday best, this is again an idiom which means very beautiful clothes which you usually wear on specific occasions. Sunday best bu bayramona kiyim. Ko'pincha biz buni har xil tadbirlar uchun kiyamiz. Next, when also use past continuous. Past continuous we use also to talk about past activity that has a duration. Action was in progress. Past continuous biz ishlatamiz qachonki harakat bajarish jarayonida bo'lgan edi. And it was a very long action, alright? Not short actions. Please remember this. Past simple we used to talk about short actions, or if I can tell you with science, we can use it with this quick action, alright? It was very quick. But past continuous was very long. And we don't know when it started, when it finished, we don't know this. But what is important here is that action was in process. It was long action, alright? Past simple'ni biz ishlatamiz tez harakat haqida gaplashish uchun. Lekin past continuous'ni biz ishlatamiz uzun harakatlar haqida gaplashish uchun. Bizga farqi yo'q, qachon bu harakat boshlandi, qachon bu harakat tugaydi. Bizga bu narsalar muhim emas. Nima bizga muhim? Bu harakat uzun vaqtda bajarilayotgan edi. So I will give you one example and you will understand what I mean. Hozir men sizga bitta kichkina misolcha beraman va siz osonlikcha nima ma'noni keltirayotganimni tushunib olasiz. Yesterday when Lily was cooking, this is a long action, she was cutting her finger. So what do you think? Is it correct? So was cooking, this is correct, of course, because this is not like cheek action. Yes, you cannot just cheek, do, and then everything is cooked. Of course, no. This is a long process. Was cooking bu to'g'ri. Nimaga? Chunki ovqat pishirish jarayoni bu har doim uzun bo'ladi. Siz 1 sekundda ovqat pishira olmaysiz. Gapimizning ikkinchi qismiga qarasak. She was cutting her finger. What do you think? Is it correct? Can we cut our finger for a long time? Yes. You want to die or what? So, was cooking biz aytolamizmi? Nima deb o'ylaysiz? So, was cutting biz aytolamizmi? Nima deb o'ylaysiz? Albatta yo'q. Chunki qo'lni kesish bu uzun jarayon emas. Bu siz bittada kesasiz va bo'ldi, shu bilan kesildi qo'lingiz. To'g'rimi? What is clear from here is that past simple we used to talk about check actions and completed actions, but past continuous we used to talk about long actions which were happening at specific time. Please, can you also make one example using past simple and past continuous in one sentence? Alright, I'll give you one more example. Yesterday, while I was doing my homework, the lights went off. Kecha men o'yinimni qilayotganimda chiroq o'chib qoldi. Chiroq o'chib qoldi, bu tez harakat va o'yinimni qilayotganimda bu what? Long action. Alright. And your example? Alright, good job. So now let's move on. And here we also have keywords which help us to make correct, grammatically correct sentence. So with past simple, we usually use when. Past simple bilan biz ishlatamiz when. Qachonki. When her father came home, she was helping her mother. Qachonki uning dadasi uyga kelganida, u oyisiga yordam berayotgan edi. So when we can use with past simple and past continuous as well. You can say when he came, or you also can say when he was coming home, he met his friend. U uyga kelayotganida o'zining do'stini uchratib oldi. But we also have two more words which we use only and only with past continuous. These are while and as. When so'zni biz past simple bilan va past continuous bilan ham ishlasak bo'ladi. Lekin bizda while va as so'zlari ham bor. Ular juda ham bir-biriga o'xshaydi. Shu hamma uchta so'z bitta ma'noni bildiradi. All of them can be translated qachonki yoki o'sha paytida. Masalan, while she was helping her mother, her father came home. So while u oyisiga yordam berayotganida uning dadasi keldi. While he was visiting Spain, he met Lionel Messi. U Ispaniyaga tashrif buyurganida u Lionel Messini uchratib oldi. So while means o'sha paytida. Please, can you make one sentence with while, one sentence with as, and one sentence with when? And in all three sentences, you must use past simple and past continuous. And I will give you one example with as. As she was talking with her brother, her phone rang. U akasi bilan gaplashayotgan paytida uning telefoni jaynaklab qoldi. I hope your sentences are ready as well. Please tell them out loud. We have other situations when we use past simple as well. Bizda boshqa holatlari ham bor, qachonki biz past simple ni ishlatamiz. Bu repeated actions or habits in the past. So habits takrorlangan harakatlar faqat o'tgan zamonda. And also this is the most important thing, which is series of actions. One event happened after another. So in English we have the word chain or sequence, which means one action happened after another action, after another action. Harakatlar zanjiri desak ham bo'ladi. Nimaga? Chunki har bitta harakat o'zi bir-biriga bog'liq. Masalan, we arrived in Rome at 11 o'clock. So we arrived in Rome at 11 o'clock. This is the first action. Immediately after this action happened another action. Keyin bu harakatdan keyin ikkinchi harakatimiz bo'ldi va bu and took a taxi to our hotel. And then we have third action. Then we went to the square. So we arrived in Rome, first action, and took a taxi to our hotel. Second action, we went to the square, third action. So one action happened after another action. Chain of actions, okay? Good. But past continuous we use to talk about temporary past situations. So temporary means short time, okay? Not for a long time, permanent actions, but temporary. Temporary harakat degani u qisqacha davomlikka ega. Masalan, we were living in Beijing during the Olympics of 2008. So now we don't live there, but only during the Olympics, which were only 2 or 3 months, we were living there. But now we do not live there. And also we use past continuous to talk about two actions were happening at the same time. Va biz past continuous ni ishlatamiz qachonki bizda ikkita harakat bir xil vaqtda bajarilayotgan edi. Masalan, I was speaking and he was listening. For example, I was speaking yesterday and you were listening to me. Men gapirayotgan edim va siz meni eshitayotgan edingiz. Or while my sister was learning vocabulary, I was writing an essay. Mening opam so'zlarni yodlayotgan edi, men insonni yozayotgan edim. It means not one by one, like past simple, but at the same time. For example, at 7:15, my sister was learning vocabulary, and at 7:15, I was writing an essay. When the teacher came, the students talking with each other. When the teacher came, the lesson started. So, for example, when the teacher came, the lesson started. Here, I use past simple. Qachon o'qituvchi keldi, which means the first action. O'qituvchi birinchi keldi, keyin biz darsni boshladik. Ikkinchi harakat. But in past continuous, when the teacher came, the students were doing their homework. It means qachonki o'qituvchi sinfga kirganida, o'sha paytda, xuddi o'sha vaqtda studentlar u ishni bajarayotgan edi. You see, it's very interesting and not that much difficult. If you listen very attentively and you make your own examples as well. Ko'rib turganingizdek, bu qiyin emas. Nima bu yerda muhimki, siz diqqat bilan eshitib, o'z misolingizni qilishga harakat qiling. Chunki har doimgidek, faqat amaliyotda siz yaxshi natijalarga ega bo'lishingiz mumkin. So now let's do one exercise. Endi biz siz bilan birgalikda bitta mashqni bajaramiz. Birinchi ikkita misolni biz birgalikda qilamiz va qolgan 8 tasini iltimos o'zingiz bajarishga harakat qiling. So the first sentence. He sleep when the doorbell ring. So we should use past simple and past continuous. Birinchi gapimiz. U uxlayotgan paytida uning qo'ng'irog'i jarangladi. So here he was sleeping. Why? Because this is a long action. This is not short action. Yes, you sleep, you wake up and that's it. No. This is a long action. U uxlayotgan paytida bu uzun harakat. So he was sleeping when the doorbell rang. Why rang? Because this is past simple. Doorbell just rang. Jarangladi. Bo'ldi shu bilan. Lekin siz bu yerda ikkalasida ham past continuousni ishlasangiz ham bo'ladi. Nimaga? Siz aytsangiz bo'ladi. He was sleeping when the doorbell was ringing. U degani ikkalasi ham bir vaqtda bajarilayotgan edi. 7:05 da u uxlayotgan edi va 7:05 da xuddi shu sekundda, xuddi shu minutda qo'ng'iroq jarangladi. So both of them are correct. Second sentence. We eat dinner at 8 p.m. last night. So what do we use here? Do we use past simple or past continuous? Please you tell me. Yes, here we started eating at 7:30, but it doesn't matter. What matters here is that we have exact time. So whenever we have exact time, specific time, we always must use past continuous. Qachonki bizda aniq vaqt bo'lsa, biz har doim past continuousni ishlatishimiz shart. Bizga farqi yo'q. Qachon bu harakat boshlandi, qachon bu harakat tugadi, bizga bu narsalar muhim emas. So the correct sentence will be we were eating dinner at 8 p.m. last night. So other 8 sentences, please do them on your own. Qolgan 8 ta gaplarni iltimos o'zingiz bajarishga harakat qiling. Va keyin biz birgalikda siz bilan ularni tekshiramiz. Alright, so now let's check our answers. So the third sentence. Yesterday, I went to the post office, bought some fruit at the supermarket, and read a book in the park in the afternoon. All of them are past simple because we have what? The chain or the sequence of actions. Uchinchi gapimizda hamma fe'llarimiz past simple da ishlatilgan. Nimaga? Chunki biz aytib ketganimizdek, bu sequence of actions yoki harakatlar zanjiri. First sentence, we were watching TV when he heard a loud noise. So we were watching, this is a long action. We heard a loud noise, this is a quick or short action. Next, sentence number 5. Julie was in the garden when Lawrence arrived. So she was in the garden when Lawrence arrived. Both of them are past simple because arrived is just came, keldi. Va bu tugagan harakat. Next, sentence number 6. What were you doing at 3 p.m. yesterday? Because here we have got what? Exact time. Chunki bu yerda bizda nima bor? Aniq vaqt bor. Shuning uchun biz ishlatamiz past continuous. And javobimizda ham past continuous ishlatamiz. Nimaga? Chunki biz aniq soat 3 da nimani bajarayotganimizni aytib ketyapmiz. So I was cleaning my home at 3 p.m. Specific time. Next, 7th sentence. Last year I visited Paris and Rome. So last year, this is finished, completed action. Sentence number 8. We were having dinner when the police came to the door. So we were having dinner. Again, long action. Police came to the door. This is quick, short action. Next one, nice. He was walking in the garden when he found the money. So u pulni qidirayotgan emas edi. U bog'da ishlayotgan edi va to'satdan pulni topib oldi. So to'satdan bo'ldi bu harakat. Bu quick action again. That's why we use what? Of course, past simple. And the last sentence is Laura was studying at 11 p.m. last night. Why do we have here past continuous? Yes, because here we have got exact or specific time. Nimaga bu yerda biz past continuous ishladik? Chunki bizda bu yerda aniq vaqt bor. So you see, it's not difficult at all. You just need to sit and learn all the rules and use them in your practice. Ko'rib turganingizdek, bu yerda hech qiyin narsa yo'q. Faqat amaliyotda ishlatishga harakat qiling. Hamma narsani jamlasak, past simple ni ishlatamiz biz. Finished, completed actions. Also, we used to talk about sequence of actions, one action after another action, and for quick actions which happened suddenly. Past simple ni biz qachon ishlatamiz? Qachonki harakat allaqachon tugab bo'lgan. Birinchidan, ikkinchidan, harakatlar jarayoni, har bitta harakat o'z odatlar yoki takrorlangan harakatlar, lekin o'tgan zamonda, hozirgi zamonda emas. In past continuous we used to talk about actions which were happening for a long time, which had a duration. First, second, when the action was happening at specific time. Third, when we had temporary actions. And fourth is when two actions were happening at the same time. So past continuous biz ishlatamiz qachonki ikkita harakat bir vaqtda bajarilayotgan edi. Ikkinchidan biz ishlatamiz qachonki harakatni o'z jarayoni bo'ladi, o'zin jarayoni bo'lgan. Uchinchisidan biz ishlatamiz qachonki harakat aniq vaqtda bajarilayotganida va to'rtinchidan biz ishlatamiz qisqa vaqt oralig'ida bajarilayotgan haqida ham gaplashamiz. I hope everything is clear. Good job. So today we learned with you a very big topic and one of the most important topics of English language. This is past simple and past continuous. I hope everything is black and white for you. Please do not forget to do your homework and use these tenses in your practice, especially when you speak. Bugun siz bilan birgalikda biz past simple va past continuousni yodladik. Eng katta va eng muhim zamonlardan biridir. Iltimos, o'z ishingizni qilishni unutmang va amaliyotda ishlatishga harakat qiling. Ko'rishguncha, xayr.